What's up, y'all? It's your favorite healing coach, Coach Kim, the author, here with another God, This Sucks moment. And I want to talk really quick about how having no one to talk to when you're going through what you're going through in God sucks. And let's face it, some of us have no one to talk to because God designed it like that for a season. And no matter how long the season is, it's just a season because we are built for community. When God put Adam and Eve together and said that it wasn't good for man to be alone, that wasn't just meant within the confines of marriage. Scripture tells us that we should bear one another's burdens and encourage the faint in heart and to stir up one another to love and good works. So when we're out here going through all this hard, heavy, emotional, and spiritual stuff, we want someone to talk to about it. But if you're like me, God has removed the people from your life that either aren't meant to go with you or would be a hindrance to you in your season of consecration. And He's probably also shown you that of the people that are left, they aren't the ones you should be talking to about what you're going through anyway, because how can your family members who have never achieved their dreams or fulfilled their divine purpose, either out of fear or refusal to do it God's way, offer you words of encouragement when you're down? How can your friends who mean well and support you but aren't on their own walk where you are in yours supposed to tell you how to get past this hurdle that they haven't even come across yet? And what about the people who love you, who you know love you and would rub your back if you were to tell them that it's all, so burdensome right now, but all they could do is rub your back while you're venting to them and giving the enemy, Satan, the devil, the ammunition he needs to latch onto your words and then send familiar spirits and obstacles to attack you based on the door you opened to the spirit of complaining. This is a tricky and emotional situation, and I wish I had better news or better advice for you, but I can only tell you what I do that keeps me going, which is to honor your feelings. If that's you crying out to God and yelling at God and being mad at and frustrated with God, complaining to God and saying to God all the things that you would complain to your friend about, do it. Because I cried and carried on with God about how upset I was about this whole thing. And I even wanted to lay down and quit because I understand why people quit, why people don't stay the course with God. I even understand why He took away all of my other options. So I have to consciously and consistently make the choice to either stick with Him or walk completely away. Because at this point, for me, the only way to get what I want without doing it His way is to go against everything I've been obedient in thus far. Basically, telling Him, no, I'm done. I don't want your hand on my life or in the things that I'm doing. I'm going to do it my way, the way that I know will give me the results that I want, and hope above all hope that one, it works out in my favor, and two, it's somewhere close to being worth it. Oh, and three, that I haven't ruined my kids' future and that all that I've gone through for them up to this point, that I'm giving up by deciding to walk away from God and do it my way, doesn't delay their future blessings and cause them to have to battle the demons that I already battled so they wouldn't have to. Like, none of that seems like it's worth walking away at this point because of how frustrated I am. Like, once you talk yourself through it, you're still frustrated because I'm still frustrated. I'm still frustrated, and I don't believe that giving into my frustration and walking away from and giving up on everything that I've done so far will be worth it. I know God is doing things in me that are meant for me and they're meant for others to see His glory. I literally have prayers for other people in my life that won't be made manifest if I don't follow God's leading for me and am able to be the living testimony they need to believe in God or to renew their faith in God. And how selfish of me to know this, to have prayed for them the way that I have, to have cried for them and interceded and fasted on their behalf the way that I have, just to walk away because I'm tired and frustrated. And that sucks too. You know, the realization that there is a responsibility on you to keep going, to be able to be a blessing for others. And some people might see this as a burden, but when you've prayed for them because of how much you love them, and God says basically what Jesus told Peter, which is feed my sheep, and he tells you that he will use you and your journey to show them the truth, because the closest some people will ever get to God is by hearing your testimony. You understand that this is bigger than you. And when you love people, you'll get up for them in a way that you might not do for yourself. And God knows that, and that's why he does it like that. Remind yourself why you're doing this, who you're doing it for, and the life that you know you'll have when you've made it through your wilderness seasons. Rest when you need to, and then get back in the game. Until next time, y'all stay blessed.